I'll be the first to tell you that this was the most arrogant and just disrespectful version of myself.
Mhm.
Was I started living in this $750,000 home in the heart of Destin at 22 years old, and I just went on this rampage. And this is what I would call the apex of my sinful nature, Matt, is like, this is what the world would look at. That's the worst version of Otis. Like, this is just the part where, and it's ironically, not ironically, but coincidentally, the part where Jesus and I met face to face.
No way. Wait,
Yeah.
at 22, $3/4 million home?
Yeah, I'm living in this $750,000 home. I got a really nice job, and it's paying paying the bills, and I'm only paying rent for that's like $800. And I have the master bedroom in this house, and it's got like an in-ground pool, in-ground hot tub, and it's in the middle of Destin. This is like the vacation populace
Yeah.
of the southeast region. People come from across the world to go
Yeah.
stay there. So
Yep.
I'm like, man, this is it. I made it. And then I started my own business. It was a home improvement business, and I wanted to essentially, we live in a really predominantly real estate driven area,
Sure.
and I wanted to provide services that would keep me in business for the long run. So what I did was I started this company after I left a construction company where I wanted to give facelifts to people's homes. So I could like, hey, you want to sell your house? Hire me. I'll come make it look presentable. And your photography, everything will be taken care of.
Like, what do you mean? Like, you were getting in there doing like paint, landscape, couple ceiling fans?
Well, it was all focused on the outside. So I never had to go into people's homes. So my schedule was strictly whenever I could create it.
That's great. So did you do any beautification of the house, or you just took pictures in such a way to make it look good?
Oh yeah, man. We transformed like backyards, and we wanted to get into flipping homes, but we were doing like pressure washing, landscaping, hardscaping,
Yeah.
turf. Like, we wanted to get into all of that
That's cool,
stuff.
man.
And it just blew up. It just blew up. And if I wasn't egotistical and arrogant already, I started getting like, I was making like $3,000 for 2 days worth of work. And I'm like, this is insane. I would never have thought I could make this much money, yet alone whenever I went out on a whim to start my first business. Like, this is insane. And I know, like, to some people that's not a lot of money, but the little old me in ministry, man, that's a lot of money now. And I was just in such a money pit of just like wanting to get to that life that the world says is you made it. And there was a group of people who lived down the street from me, great people. I love them to this day. And I just saw the life that they had, man. And I was like, I want to be a part of that, because they would just party, celebrities, yachts, penthouses. I was like, I want to be a part of that. And then somehow I managed to get into their friend group, and I was doing all of that stuff. And that just left me more and more empty.
Dude, I never would have guessed this was the story, bro.
Yeah,
so that's 22. You're in this popular group now, yachts, celebrities. Now you're vibing with everybody.
Yep.
Okay, then what happens?
And so this is whenever it all just goes south. I'm living in this house. This is the same environment. I start injecting myself with steroids because I was really vain. And
you were on the juice?
I was on the juice.
No way,
man.
bro. Just straight test?
Just straight test and trend.
Wow.
Yeah, man. And it was killing me. I realized it was killing me. So I stopped taking it cold turkey. And as a man, you need test. And you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to wean off that stuff. I had no testosterone, and I had just got crippling depression. I'm talking about like getting up to go to the bathroom was a win. For that day.
Wait. Okay. So you're vibing, you're on this party scene, you're on the juice, you're jacked, you're working out every day, you're doing the business, you're making money, you're on the yacht, you're partying, you're having the good time. And then in the middle of that, you're like, nah, I got to stop. I can't do the test anymore.